The story opens in a dark apartment where the computer screen glowing softly. And sitting in front of it is Kwan. Kwan was a former Taekwondo champion. He spends his days gaming with teammates he has never met in real life. To him, they are real friends. To everyone else, they are just strangers behind screens. Today, they are planning to finally meet in person. There is only one problem. Kwan does not have the money to go. Instead of admitting that, he lies. He makes up an excuse and logs back into the game. That one small decision changes everything. Later, while sitting alone at a cafe, Kwan notices a woman's phone left behind. It starts ringing. On impulse, he answers. The owner asks him to bring it to her house. In return, she offers him $300. Easy money, so he goes. When he arrives, the woman tells him she is in the shower. She asks him to leave the phone on the table and take the cash from the bed. Kwan does exactly that. He is inside the house for only 3 minutes. The next morning, his front door explodes open. Police storm in and drag him out in handcuffs. The woman whose phone he returned has been brutally murdered. Assaulted and killed, every piece of evidence points straight to him. His fingerprints are inside the house. His DNA is there. Even semen is found at the scene. It is airtight. Kwan insists he is innocent, but the system does not care. In court, the prosecution paints him as a socially isolated gaming addict who cannot separate fantasy from reality, a former fighter with violent tendencies. It destroys him. His mother believes him completely. She hires a public lawyer named Min to defend him. At first, Min refuses the case. Eventually, he agrees, but no matter how hard he argues, the evidence crushes them. Kwan is sentenced to life in prison. Just like that, his world shrinks again, this time to iron bars and concrete walls. Prison is worse than he imagined. On his first day, a dangerous inmate named Duksuo confronts him. "Why did you rape that girl?" He sneers. Kwan snaps and attacks him. Guards break it up. From that moment on, Duksuo and his gang make his life a nightmare. Beatings, psychological torture. The label of rapist follows him everywhere. Eventually, Kwan stops fighting back, until one day, a notorious cannibal inmate, a man so feared that even hardened criminals avoid him, quietly tells him, "I do not think you did it." That single sentence reignites something inside him. Then Min visits with devastating news. Kwan's mother is dead, suicide. She tried everything to prove his innocence. She failed. She could not live with the shame. Min hands him her necklace. Kwan breaks. Grief hardens into rage. Rage sharpens into focus. When Duksuo attacks again, Kwan fights back strategically. He injures Duksuo badly and deliberately injures himself too. It is part of a plan crafted with the feared inmate. If both of them are seriously hurt, they will be transported to a hospital. During transport, the prison van crashes. In the chaos, Kwan escapes. A guard points a gun at him, hesitates, then lowers it, almost as if he believes Kwan might be innocent. Kwan runs. He goes straight to Min's office. The moment Min sees him, he secretly calls the police while pretending to help. Kwan asks about someone his mother mentioned, someone who could prove his innocence. Min claims he knows nothing. Police arrive. Kwan escapes again. With nowhere else to turn, he goes back to the only place he ever felt understood, online. At a cafe computer, he logs into his email. There is a video from one of his gaming teammates. The video analyzes security footage timestamps and proves something critical. Kwan was only inside that woman's house for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Is it even physically possible to assault and murder someone in that time? The internet begins to question the case. His online friends never believed he was guilty. And now, for the first time, he meets them in real life. They are not just gamers. They are brilliant outsiders, hackers. Together, they start digging. Yan notices a strange pattern in recent murders across the city. The same truck appears near multiple crime scenes. She tracks it digitally and discovers it spends unusual amounts of time at a junkyard outside the city. Kwan and Demolition follow it. What they uncover is shocking. It leads him straight to a crime scene. The place is isolated. Inside, lying cold on the floor, is the body of a famous actor, No Jun-young. But what happens next is even more disturbing. The men at the scene don't panic. They move with precision. They clean everything. Every surface wiped. Every corner checked. Not a single drop left behind. Not a single trace that suggests a murder ever took place there. It's spotless, like nothing happened. Then they lift No Jun-young's body into the truck and drive away. Kwan follows them. The truck stops at No Jun's own house. And that's when Kwan realizes what they're doing. They're creating a new crime scene. Furniture is overturned. Blood is carefully arranged. Evidence is planted with intention. They aren't covering up a crime. They're rewriting reality. Now it looks like No Jun-young was killed inside his own home. But why? To find out, Kwon has to get inside that mansion. And that's not easy. Nojun's house is built like a fortress. Biometric scanners, security cameras, private guards. So the team gets strategic. Negative and Yongro enter first, disguised as technicians. While they're inside, Yongro pulls the building's security data and quietly transfers it to Yan. Now it's Yan's move. From a remote location, she hacks into the system. Camera feeds start looping, locks unlock. Digital footprints disappear. The path is clear. Kwon slips inside, and what he sees confirms his worst fear. Nojun's body lies in the living room. Blood carefully placed. Someone isn't just hiding a murder, they're manufacturing one. And here's the chilling part. Min is watching everything through hidden cameras. He isn't just observing, he's directing it. If you're wondering what kind of operation this is where it all starts to make sense. Min isn't just a lawyer, he's a fixer. When powerful, wealthy elites commit crimes, Min steps in. His job is simple: erase the real crime scene so completely that investigators never find the truth. Then he chooses a replacement, a random, innocent target, young, vulnerable, invisible. His team abducts them temporarily. They collect fingerprints, saliva samples, sometimes even hair and DNA. Those samples are planted all over the staged crime scene. When the investigation begins, the evidence points perfectly to the innocent person. The rich client walks free. The scapegoat rots in prison. That's the system. That's what happened to Kwon. The woman he was accused of murdering was never his victim. She was killed by the son of a wealthy businessman. Kwon was just convenient, easy to blame. And now Min is doing it again. This time the real killer is the daughter of Chairman Chang. In a fit of anger, she killed Nojun Young. To protect his daughter, Chairman Chang hires Min. Min has been behind everything from the very beginning. At first, Kwon refuses to accept it. This is the same man who defended him. The same man who stood beside his mother and acted like family. But the deeper they dig, the clearer it becomes. The evidence is undeniable. Yan is the one who connects the dots. To run something this big, she says quietly, Min would need a powerful internal network. So they scan his building digitally, and then they find it. Hidden at the center of the structure is a private networking core. Servers humming, encrypted systems running non-stop. It is the brain of his entire operation. That is the moment they stop defending themselves and decide to strike back. Kwon and his team begin sabotaging Min's staged crime scenes. Every time Min plants evidence, they interfere. They tamper with fabricated DNA samples. For the first time, Min starts losing control. So Kwon takes a drastic step. He kidnaps Chairman Chang's daughter, the real killer. He knocks her unconscious and leaves her inside Nojun's house. When the police arrive, the evidence finally points to the person who actually committed the crime. This time, the truth cannot be twisted. Chairman Chang's daughter is arrested. Min is furious. Kwon storms into Min's building and confronts him face to face. Years of suppressed rage erupt all at once. He beats Min brutally, demanding answers. And in that violent confrontation, the final truth spills out. Min killed Kwon's mother. She had started asking questions. She was getting too close. She was connecting pieces that were never meant to fit together. So Min silenced her. That confession shatters whatever restraint Kwon had left. He attacks Min with everything he has. But when it comes down to it, he does not kill him. He does something smarter. Kwon plugs a flash drive into Min's core network system. It will take 30 minutes to download every incriminating file. 30 minutes to extract the truth. Min plays his final card. He calmly tells Kwon that Duksuo has captured his friends. If Kwon stays, they die. Now Kwon has to choose, justice or the people he cares about. He chooses his friends. He leaves and rescues them. But it is not over. Police and Duksuo's gang flood the area soon after. Min leaks edited footage to the media, twisting the story to make it look like Kwon framed Chairman Chang's daughter out of revenge. Public opinion shifts again. The narrative changes. Kwon and his friends begin to lose hope. It feels like Min has won. Min celebrates. He believes he has erased every threat. He forgets one small detail. The flash drive is still connected. The download finishes. Every file transfers directly to Yan. Two of their online teammates, Cover and Kojil, step in. They take the data and live stream everything. Financial records, client lists, murder cover-ups, raw surveillance footage. The entire operation exposed in real time. The internet explodes. Authorities can no longer look away. Min tries to flee the city, but this time the police arrest him for real. The truth finally comes out. Kwon is innocent. His friends are innocent. The system that protected corruption begins to collapse. In the final moments, Min sits in prison. And he is not alone. Duksuo shares the same space. injured, furious, and ready to settle every score. On the other side, Kwon stands free with his friends. For a brief second, he sees his mother in his mind, not as guilt, not as pain, but as peace. And that is where the story ends.